What is up, everyone? Kara Corey here, back in my kitchen. It's almost May and it is still winter in New York. I can't get over it. Your girl got a little sick, and so I am in the mood to make myself some cookies, because if it's gonna be doom and gloom out there, then I just want to wear some sweatpants and eat some cookies on the couch. Feel me? So what I'm gonna do is make a very basic oatmeal chocolate chip cookie that's gonna be fairly simple ingredients. We're not gonna throw too much junk in there, but we are gonna obviously add some protein to it. And today I am choosing to use the Machine Isolate. This is in vanilla ice cream. You could use any other flavor. I prefer like vanilla type protein powders when it comes to doing these cookies. So if you have like birthday cake or something like that, that would probably taste really good as well in these oatmeal cookies. So the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Let's get started. Throw everything into a bowl. First thing we're gonna do is I am using real butter for this recipe. You guys want to make it a little bit lower cal, lower fat, then you go Glen Coco. But I just want to use the real deal today, and I'm just using some good old-fashioned Kerrygold Irish butter, full fat. You know, I don't do full fat a lot on here. It's okay to do full fat, you guys. Fat is good for you. If I'm gonna eat fat, why not have it be in some cookies? So I'm gonna actually add 6 full tablespoons of butter, and you should have it softened. I didn't have time to soften it, so mine is half softened, half melted. But we're dumping all of that into our mixing bowl. And with that, we're gonna add in there our sweetener. Again, your options are endless, but your girl does like to use Splenda. So we're gonna add a half a cup of Splenda to that. And then because they're oatmeal cookies, I really like cinnamon in oatmeal cookies. That's just me. So I'm gonna add some ground Saigon cinnamon. Ooh, pretty much what's left of it. We're gonna add that in there. And at this point, I'm just gonna you'd wanna blend together your butter and your sugar and just kinda cream it together. It's the technical term. Get it creamed up. All right, so once that is all together, next thing we're gonna add a organic large brown egg, and we're just gonna use 1 whole egg that I've already got here. I'm just gonna go ahead and whip that up before I add it into the batter, just because I think it makes it easier to ensure that the yolk is all mixed in. No one wants to bite into a cookie and have a big chunk of egg yolk in there. So make sure you mix that good, and then just dump that into your mix. Next, we are going to add the oats, because these are oatmeal cookies. I am just doing regular 1-minute quick oats, and I am adding 1 3/4 cup. For protein powder, I already mentioned I'm using the Machine ISO and vanilla ice cream. I measured out 1/4 of a cup of that, and that's gonna go in there. And then we are also going to add some baking soda, which I already have measured out 1 full teaspoon of baking soda. Just a little pinch of salt. That's going on in there. And optional chocolate chips. These are oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, but you could do them plain if you want. I have measured out in here just 2 tablespoons of the mini semi-sweet morsels. That is everything. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and mix it all up. Just make sure you get the batter all mixed in, and then we're gonna take our cookie sheet. I take a cookie sheet with some parchment paper, wax paper on it, and give it a little spray with non-stick cooking spray. For the cookies, just to keep them uniform size, I always use a spoon or a tablespoon and just measure it out that way. And you can flatten these out, or you can roll them into a little ball, which is what I'm gonna do, and then set that on your cookie sheet. All right, guys, once you've got your cookies on the pan, mine made about 20, but it's gonna vary based on the size of the cookie that you wanna make. But I've got 20 cookies here. We're gonna throw them in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 15 minutes. All right, guys, 15 minutes later, and my cookies turned out wonderfully. They stayed nice and petite and plump, which is the way I like them. So you can see they're kind of like a smaller, just couple bite style cookie, which is perfect for me. Lately, I've been loving, after I make cookies, just putting them in the freezer and storing them in there so that I can't just eat them all, and I can just take out 1 or 2 at a time, heat it in the microwave, and eat it that way. So it makes for a perfect treat for when you do have a sweet tooth to kind of keep something on hand like that. I'm gonna try one of these right now because they look delish. Let's see the inside of it. So much yes. The cookie dance. These cookies got like a light crisp on the outside, like nothing crunchy, because I'm not a crunchy cookie fan. Then they stayed nice and soft and delicious on the inside. This is the perfect cookie. I have just handed you the recipe for the most perfect cookies. You guys need to make these. I know you're gonna like them. If you do, always go ahead and tag me on the Instagrams. I tend to share when people tag me and stuff. So I tag you back, I get you some followers. Tag me on the Instagram. Make sure you also go to tigerfitness.com. Keep up on your gains. Get some machine ISO. The vanilla ice cream is my fave in the machine ISO. tigerfitness.com, link in the description box. Check you later. See you guys next week.